We'll start today lying on our backs. Start to just arrive, make yourself comfortable into the mat. Thank yourself for showing up today, for your body and for yourself. Know that today can be whatever you want it to be. Start to focus on your breath. Breathing deeply in and slowly out through the nose. Allowing the breath to fill up your stomach, rib cage and chest, and exhaling first from the belly, then the rib cage, and then the chest. With each round of breath, find a little more space in the lungs. And now setting your intention for the day. Let this be a word or a feeling that you would like to bring in. Calm, balance, peace, positivity, whatever it is for you. When you're ready, gently hug your knees towards your chest. Hands can be around the backs of the knees or the fronts of the knees. Bringing a gentle stretch and release into your lower back. Massaging the back into the mat. And then you can take your hands around the kneecaps and draw huge circles with your knees, taking them up, out, around, away from each other, and then back together. All the way around in a nourishing circle, feeling this movement in your hips. Take the circle back the other way. And then extend the left leg, hug your right knee into the chest. Let the left leg relax as you hug the right knee closer. Release your hip flexor, maybe give your ankle a roll. And then draw the right knee out to the right side with your hand. Pull it down until you feel that stretch come into your inner right thigh. Keep your left hip grounded on the mat. Keep coming back to your breath. Inhale. Exhale, pass your right knee across the body, come into a gentle twist. Use your left arm to hold the leg up off the mat, or if you feel open already, you can draw the knee all the way over towards the floor. Feel that nice pull coming down the side body and into the lower back. And then bring it back to center and switch sides. Left knee comes in now, hug it towards you. Again, taking the hands where it's comfortable for you. Breathing deeply. And then drawing the left knee out to the left side. Feeling that stretch in the inner thigh. And then pass it across the body on an exhale into your twist the other way. The higher you have your knee towards your shoulder, the more intense it's going to be. So just take it to a point that feels good for you today. Let the breath massage your organs as you breathe down into that space where you feel the twist. And then coming back to the center, make yourself into an L shape. Lift the legs towards the sky. So right angle with the hips, and then flex your feet so that your toes come towards your face. Inhale. As you exhale, brace through your abdominals. So hug your core in tight. Feel this lift your feet maybe 0.5 centimeter up towards the sky, and then relax. Again, exhale, squeeze through your core. Feel your feet lift and relax. It's a very small movement. We're not swinging the feet towards the face. We're using the core muscles to press the feet up to the sky. For 3 more. 2 and 1. And relax. Hug the knees into the chest. And then rock all the way up to seated. Good. Let's come over the knees into our tabletop position. Take the knees under the hips, wrists over the shoulders. Keep that sense of hugging in through your core now. And as you inhale, lift your gaze, lift your tailbone, come to a cow spine. Exhale and round the back, tuck the chin, hug your belly inwards. And then move with your breath, inhaling, open up the front side body. Exhale, round the back, tuck the chin, tuck the tailbone. A couple more with your breath. Inhale, open. Exhale and round. And again, opening up. And exhale to round. Good, and then come back to a flat back. Tuck your toes under. As you inhale, shift your shoulders forward to stretch out the wrists. And then as you exhale, press your hips back until you feel a stretch in the soles of the feet and the toes. Inhale, come forward as far as feels good to you. And then exhale, press it back. With your own breath, moving forward and back. And then on this time, we'll press back into the heels. Really feel that stretch in the feet. If it's too much, bring your hips higher. If you want more, bring your body closer over those feet. Breathe. It's so important to focus on mobility in the feet and ankles. We often neglect it. Now bring your feet untucked and we'll stretch out the tops of the feet. So lift one knee and then lift the other knee. If that was enough already, do that again, one knee at a time. Otherwise, maybe you can try coming onto the tops of both feet. Maybe you can balance there. Breathe. And good, make your way back to a tabletop position. Take your left fingers now to your left temple, the side of your head. Inhale as you open up, lifting your elbow towards the ceiling. Exhale, bring your elbow towards the mat as you look towards the right side. Inhale, open up that left shoulder. Exhale, bring it down. One more. Open up and down. This time, open your left arm out all the way into a T shape, and then as you exhale, thread it underneath your right shoulder for a thread the needle position. Relax your head into the mat, relax your left shoulder down, and then with your right fingers, swivel the chest open to the right side. Feel this whole twist coming through the body. Breathe fully. And then unwind with an inhale, reach up with the left fingers, exhale, bring it back down. Ready for that other side now. Right fingers come to the side of your head. Inhale, open up, twist. Exhale, tap that right shoulder down, the right elbow down. Inhale, open. Exhale, bring it to the mat. And again, open up. Exhale, bring it down. And this time, straighten your right arm, lift it high. Exhale, thread it underneath your left shoulder, thread the needle on the other side, square your hips off and use your left hand to open the chest a little more to the left side. Feel this twist coming through the spine. Breathe deeply. Good. And then come back out, unwind, and release back to the mat. Good. Now coming up to a lifted kneeling position. Step your left foot forward into the center of the mat and taking the hands to the hips, tuck your tailbone here. So you're making a square with your legs. Tuck your tailbone under and hug your belly towards your spine. You'll feel a strong stretch in your right hip flexor. Try to keep the hips square. Try not to lift up with the left hip too much. You can also add this press onto the left knee with both hands interlaced. This kind of feels like it resets your lower back. From here you can let the hips come down, but keep that sense of a lift in your pelvic floor and your lower belly. Inhale as you lift the arms. Exhale as you move the hips back. Find your balance and find a half split position with the core engaged to keep you lifted in the upper body. Inhale, lift. Exhale, sweep it back behind you. And again, lift and sweep it back. Good. Lift up. And then walk your hands around to the right side of the mat. Turn your right toes to the back now and take your left foot out long. So your left foot and your right knee are in a line. You're facing the side of the mat. And then we're going to stretch out this inner thigh. So tuck your right toes under. Inhale, find length. Exhale, lean back into the hips as you keep your glutes engaged. Feel this amazing stretch in the inner left thigh. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, press back. Inhale, lift up. Keep those left toes pointed forwards and press it back. And again, lifting up and press back. Pause here, take another full breath in. Maybe you can come lower towards that right heel. Good, and then walk it around towards the top edge of the mat and just come back to kneeling. Step forward now on the right foot. Make that square shape with the leg and take your hands to your hips first. Then tucking the tailbone under. I nearly said the chin, the tailbone. Tucking the tailbone, draw your belly towards your spine. If this is enough, stay here. If you want more of that stretch, interlace the fingers, place them on the right thigh. Hug your belly away from that front leg. Good, and then release the hands, sink down into the hips. Find your low lunge position. Inhale. As you exhale, move the hips back. Find that hip flexor. Find that hamstring stretch. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, send it back. Find your balance. And last one, lift. And stretch back. Good. And then you can swivel to the left edge of your mat. I'm just going to turn so you can see me. Left knee is down, right foot is out to the side, pointing in the same direction as your knee. Straight line. Tuck your tailbone under, squeeze your glutes and breathe in. And then as you exhale, sit back towards that left heel. Maybe you just come a few centimeters. Maybe you come all the way down. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, lower. And a couple more. Inhale, lift. Exhale and lower. And again. Lifting up now and turning towards that top edge of the mat again. Plant the hands, tuck the toes under, and with the knees bent, lift the hips to come to a deep squat position with the legs and a flat back. So we're keeping the belly on the thighs, flatten out your back, draw your chest towards the legs as you press the floor away from your shoulders. Then you can move back to a downward facing dog position without bringing your shoulders forward. So keep that A-frame shape. Keep as much of a bend in the knees as you need to stop that weight coming down into the elbows. Good, and you can pedal out the feet in this downward dog. Good, and then walk the feet back a little bit. Inhale here, roll forward to a high plank position. Switch on those core muscles again. And then exhale, press back to downward dog. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, move it back. And again, coming forward and back. 2 more. And 1. Good, and pause, bring the knees down. Just take a child's pose, give your wrists and your shoulders a break. Breathe deeply. Good, when you're ready, extend the arms forward. You have the option here to do some spider planks on the knees. So that will look like this. You'll bring your right knee to your right elbow, keeping down on that left knee, and then you'll switch sides. If you're feeling strong today, you can come with me up to the toes into a full plank. Now bring your right knee to your right elbow as you bend the elbows and look to the right side, then switch. So either on the knee or the toe of that back leg, hovering off the mat, staying strong through your core. 2 more, 1 on each side. And last one. And relax into downward dog. Good. From there, walk your feet to the outer edges of the mat into the middle, and then walk your hands back towards your feet. Turn your heels in. As you inhale now, bend the knees all the way down into a little squat position, and we'll just hang out here in this squat. Let your hips really sink low. Try to open up through your back. If your heels aren't on the mat, keep your fingers down and just focus on sitting back into the hips as much as you can. If your heels are down, maybe try this without your hands and use the elbows to press the thighs out. And now we'll move. So either with the fingers down or the hands in a prayer position. Lift the hips, come into a forward fold with the toes turned out. And then sink it back down to your little squat position. A few times. Finding your own pace with your own breath. Good, and on this one, just pause in your forward fold. Hang super heavy over the legs. Keep a bend in the knees if your hamstrings are still feeling tight. Sway your body from side to side. Really let that length and space come into the spine. Good, and then you can roll up to standing, 1 vertebra at a time. Coming up now, just to finish off with, we'll practice a little bit of balance. So bring your right knee into your chest, find your balance on your left foot, either keeping the hands on the hips or maybe bringing them to a prayer position. Inhale, exhale, send it back to Dirghasana or Warrior 3. Inhale, bring the knee in, lift it as high as you can, and send it back to that balance. Keep your gaze ahead of you rather than down. And as you feel little wobbles, focus on adjusting your balance with those small muscles in the foot of the standing leg. 1 more time, lift up and send it back, long through the spine, and then stand back onto your right foot. Ready to switch sides. Left knee will come into the chest, and when you're ready, sweeping back into that balancing position, moving with your own breath, inhaling to bring the knee in, exhaling to send it back. And again. And then step to the mat. Or just give the shoulders a nice big roll. Take the arms out and up, stretch the whole body out. And then bring the hands into heart center. Bow your head. Come back to the intention you set at the start. Can you carry it forward to the rest of your day? Thank yourself for showing up. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me for this morning mobility yoga flow. I hope you're feeling so light and open in your body now and ready to go into the best day possible. If you did enjoy it, please leave me a comment. Tell me what else you'd like to see. Give the video a like and don't forget to subscribe. I hope you have a wonderful day and I will see you so soon. Bye.